Here's to a wonderful weekend, a wonderful day, and good friends. And it's funny, I feel like I can almost see you doing this right along with us.
Clinking.
Yeah, right?
Yes, this won't last long. This is the beer of Belize. It's called Belican. It's Belican Light. It's weird to call it light because it's like the heaviest bottle ever.
If there's a bottle sitting around in the cabana where we're staying, and I pick it up and I think, why didn't you finish your beer? It says, look in it again.
It's empty.
It's empty. It's just a really heavy bottle.
But it is like only 9 ounces, so it's a lot of work for 9 ounces.
Hi, Judy. Welcome to Sunday Funday. Mark is here. Hi, Mark. Nice to see your names come through.
Much to talk about.
We do. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
We have our signs of all kinds, of course. I was asking when I promoted the show today if you saw the full moon.
Oh, it was very nice
this weekend. Yes. I guess it was full, like 1:17 or 1:18 in the morning a couple of nights ago. And so the sky's been really, really bright here lately this weekend. So that's been nice.
We tried. We were introduced to a new place to eat last night.
Yes. Hi, Erin. Nice to see you on the show today. Michelle is here. She has some great news.
What?
She's now lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
And how did she do that?
Well, I'm sure she was watching Portion Control, but I'll take a little credit. She said she's been doing my Get Fit with Judy shows. So
you have a new one coming out.
Yes, I do. I'm so excited. I'll show you a little snippet of it later, but I got my butt in gear and shot a video and edited it all yesterday. So it's coming out, I think, Tuesday morning. As Erin pointed out, today's the first day of spring. Happy first day of spring.
How about that?
Yeah. Yep.
What is this, 20?
The 20th.
20th?
Mm-hmm. I always get confused. I never know if it's
sometimes
the 20th
it's
or the
21st.
21st. Yeah. So I guess this is the
official.
This is the 20th, and this is the official day. Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle said she's doing the videos. Cool. Hi, Brenda. I'm glad that you joined the show today. We have our signs of all kinds.
Well,
raring to go.
Do we have
your favorite segment of the show?
Do we have a sponsor? We're just rolling into it.
We're just rolling into it. Our sponsor really is always that wonderful Tuckett's brand. And I was wearing a new color in the video. Actually, the color I'm wearing in this video is the sock of the month.
Really?
The month of March. Yep. They have a new sock every month. So yes,
that is
our
sponsor.
The
first day of spring.
There you go. So time for signs of all kinds.
That's some good ones.
If you're ready. Yep. We have some very good ones and some bonus ones. So my uncle likes to send me advice and tips on marriage. Yeah. Nice. So here's
Uncle
your
Dave.
First one. If your husband leaves his clothes on the floor, it means he doesn't want them. It's okay to throw them in the trash. I'll be back tomorrow with more marriage tips and advice. I don't know how you feel about that. If I just, would you even notice?
No.
Hi, Jane. You wouldn't notice if I threw. Every once in a while, I don't realize that you have a favorite shirt, and I sort of borrow it, put it in my closet like forever. And that's the one that you say, where's that plaid shirt? Hi, Patty.
Oh yeah, Judy would try on getting rid of my stuff, not because it was left on the floor, just because she doesn't like me wearing it.
It's like,
and then it would be that next day, like, where's my?
But see, that always surprises me, because if I painted the whole house green, you wouldn't notice.
I don't wear the house.
Great, that makes a lot of sense. You can tell we're very casual today.
Yes.
I said I need to buy something from Belize. I actually got this years ago in the Dominican Republic. And it's just a great little bathing suit cover up. So I said, today, this afternoon, it's beautiful. That's what our plans are.
We're going to go to a pool. Now we have to go to a different pool. This resort is still being built.
Yes.
So you can still get in on the ground floor at Save a Beach Resort.com.
Yes, there was somebody in the pool yesterday and she didn't get wet at all.
No, we've been monitoring the building of the pool.
So I'm not going to stop at just one sign.
No.
All right, so let's get back to it, shall we? So it's back to marriage advice.
Okay.
You can read this.
Before you start talking, woman, remember when I need your opinion, I ask.
Look carefully at it.
It's not going to work out very well. That's when she walks away.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. She says, okay, I'll listen to what you're saying. Hi, Wanda. Oh, thank you. I don't recognize your name. I'm glad to see you here today. It's funny, we had a lot of views of last weekend's show, and I was excited to see not only our wonderful familiar names and faces, but also a lot of new people. Hi, Mariana. Speaking of familiar names and faces, Dan is here. Oh, major surgery. Well, good luck, Dan. We'll be thinking about you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you feel that you can get it done finally, and that there's room at the hospitals to get the things done that you need to get done. Hi, Brent. Okay, on to the next sign of all kinds. Okay, last night you washed the dishes. Today you're folding laundry. Just how big of a boat did you buy?
Well,
that's another good one. And credit to Uncle Dave for that one as well. He was on a roll this week.
yes, he was.
Yeah, and so was Chris. You'll see some good ones from Chris coming up shortly. But I really like, hi, Allison. I like this next one as well. These next two are from Dan C.
Does the jelly in a donut count as a serving of fruit? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Yeah, you always know that that's the self.
And I'm going to say yes.
You're saying it's fruit? Hi,
yes,
Peggy.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's part of it that was inspired by fruit. Hi, Leslie. Welcome to the show. All right, here's another good one from Dan. He always comes up with good ones. Never seen anyone jogging and smiling, so that's all I need to know about that.
Runner's high, my butt.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I tried running for a while. I know you were a runner in school. I never experienced that runner's high thing. Never. 3 miles, 5 miles. Nope.
I did. I was in cross country.
Oh, Karen said she sent the latter guys. Yeah, it's funny, Karen. Sometimes I see a couple of people come through with the same sign. I think, okay, I know it's on people's minds. I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Something about running.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I ran cross country. That was like a 3 mile race.
Did you get the runner's high?
Never.
I think?
Never.
You either?
I
2 peas in a pod.
In the first 100 yards, I'm like, I mean, I was good.
How many more miles do I have to
go? I'm like, this is insane.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Marianne. Cheers. Happy first day of spring. And onward with the signs of all kinds. Oh, this is from my friend Ellen. Okay, you guys read this if you can see it on your mobile device first.
Please use tongues to pick pastries.
And at first I read it and I'm like, yeah, what's so funny about this? Oh, tongues, not tongs. Yeah, a little extra letter in there. Thank you, Ellen. And the next one, from Jane. This is funny too, but you got to really get down into your phone and look at the fine print. Men working, except John. That guy really does nothing.
Yes, exactly. There's always a John.
I wonder if PLJ is watching this morning. Yeah. Next,
except he's
from
always working.
Chris. Yeah, he's always working. This is a good one too.
Gas is up so high, I had to cancel cable and started watching the free news at the pump.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, well, I know what he's talking about. We canceled cable a long time ago.
That is awesome.
I know, in his bathrobe. I know, with his hat on. Looks like he's got a remote control in his hand too. Thank you, Chris. She also, I love this one. A freaking elephant. Jake is 5 and learning to read. He points to a picture in a zoo book and says, look, Mama, it's a freaking elephant. Deep breath. What did you call it? It's a freaking elephant, Mama. It says so on the picture. And so it does. African elephant. Hooked on phonics. Ain't it wonderful?
Gotta have the punctuation right.
We see a lot of those come through. Hi, Lori. Hi, LaDon. Happy Sunday, Funday. All right. Good ones, Chris. Next is also from Chris.
Based on all the head tilts, maybe I better explain this again.
Yeah. You know, whenever you do that and you're telling a story and you always reference the doggy who moves his head to the side and goes, huh? So I thought that was very funny too. Chris has some more. She bombarded me with them. So, I love it. And I'm saving them up. Chris, your album on my computer is getting larger and larger. Yes. Thank you for the signs.
We met a little dog in our little neighborhood here.
Speaking of doggies, one more bonus one from Uncle Dave. Are you awake? Because if you are, I thought we could go play. Sound asleep. Look familiar for all of you who sleep with your doggy on your bed. Chris likes this one. Tongs. Good ones this week. Yeah, there were so many, and there's still more that I'm saving. So very fun. Lots of signs of all kinds of sleep. So it was fun to share. So you were talking about other things that we were doing this week.
We
and
did.
I said we would get to those too.
You want to start?
No, go ahead.
No, yeah, because I know that I don't know what's in your little
in my green room.
In your green room.
Wait, in my order of things.
I know. We did a couple of things.
Okay. Well, there was one that you talked about trying a new restaurant.
Oh. Moon.
So yeah, and we went with some new friends of ours, Linda and Glenn. They're fabulous. She was so smart. It was one of those outdoor restaurants. So it was on the 3rd or 4th floor, like the highest.
A lot of steps.
Yes, a lot of steps and the highest view in the town. And it was so windy. I mean, the moon was beautiful, the sunset beautiful, but it was so windy. I thought, why did I even do my hair? Well, she, who has wonderful curly hair, was smart, has been there a number of times. So she had pulled hers back. And she looked amazing the whole time. And it was so funny because when I walked out of the restaurant, one of the waitresses, one of the wait staff said, I just love your short hair. Meanwhile, I mean, yeah, it really doesn't look that good right now, but this was fun. This was before it went everywhere. And Linda had taken this picture. And this is on the top, that rooftop. And check out that drink.
Yes, that is called the Muna Mule.
The Muna Mule. Yes. Yes, it is still very windy here. You can probably see the palm fronds in the back kind of blowing back and forth.
Now, that was on one side of the restaurant where we just had our cocktails.
Yes.
And then we went in. So the one side, you can actually see the view of the lagoon and the sunset.
Yeah.
And the other side is the Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really something, but that was a good night. Poor Paul had to keep getting up and closing the side door because the breeze was blowing all the way through
and there was
the top floor from one side to the other.
And there was musical chairs, of course, because then Judy said, I need somewhere where it's not going to mess up my hair.
Yeah, well, and it was past the point of no return. But anyway, I'm like, should have brought a hat, should have brought a headband, should have brought a razor. Just shaved it all off. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for joining us today.
But thumbs up to Muna. That was a nice new
that
restaurant
was great.
that we were introduced to.
It was really, really good. I do have, some other fun things to show everybody.
Okay.
So one of them, if you want to talk about one of the other activities that we did, actually, there were a couple of them. This was kind of fun. And I was giving Paul a hard time. You'll see when I pull up the video.
You give me a hard time?
Yeah,
shocking.
Watch this. Paddle, boy, paddle. It's beautiful out here. As I try to be very careful not to drop this thing in the water.
Do not.
Fun on the lagoon. Okay, now you can hear us.
That was kayaking,
Yeah.
obviously. And I had to, first of all, I burned my feet.
Yes.
I'm not used to having my feet up there.
Fortunately, we brought aloe with us.
But it was very nice on the lagoon there. When I was handing you the phone, really just as I was doing that, there was a big ruckus in the water.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the Loch Ness Monster
Something was
coming
feeding
up.
on something out there.
A lot of, churning in the water, right in front of the kayak. But it was a really good time. But it's so funny because, of course, I'm holding the phone and I'm like showing you the video of the lagoon. And in addition to trying to hang on to the phone so I wouldn't lose it overboard, because of the ruckus especially, I thought, here I look like I'm not doing any work. And I had a paddle in my lap, and it dawned on me, well, why don't I take the phone and show no, that's probably not. Show that I have a paddle too. No, that probably wouldn't be something that I would want to show.
I don't think so.
On our show today. But anyway, you get the idea.
That would be extra content you have to pay for.
Yeah, right. Wrong channel. So yeah, it's very nice. And he had life preservers and he had paddles. He has like 5 or 6 of them that you can take out on the lagoon. I think that Linda and Glenn and we are going to try to do that one of these days when it's not too terrible.
On the Caribbean side?
Yeah, they were talking about not Key Cocker, but another key that you can go around, and I guess the water's so clear that you can see all the coral.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. So that was one of our activities.
Another activity?
Add another activity. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We'll show Paul doing this activity first.
Ooh, that was good. Oh, that was good. I was watching that one. I thought it was in, but what do we know? We're just a couple of old geezers. I never look at this.
So that was an example when we were talking last weekend and people were saying, now, do you think it's hard? What is pickleball? Why is it even called pickleball? Is it like tennis? It's a paddle sport. It's a combination of so many different things.
Ping pong, tennis.
Yeah. There were even people who were former volleyball players who were saying, I keep stepping in the kitchen because I'm used to going right up to the net and spiking the ball. So it's a combination of a lot of them, but there are certain areas, just like any other sport, where you're allowed to go into it. Can't step over a line. You can't. When you serve, it can't hit the line.
Exactly. And it's a whole new meaning to In the Kitchen with Paul and Judy.
Did we tell you last weekend our tournament names were In the Kitchen with Paul and Judy because we're just brand new players? But it was a good time.
Yes.
And Paul got some silly video of me too. So jumping around. I win a point and I get so excited. I mean, it's silly.
Chris, you got the point anyway. Did we get that on video?
Oh, wow, that was a good shot. Really good shot.
Getting killed here.
Getting killed here. That was funny. But we wanted to show it to you right till the end because that's the tradition. At the end of the game, everybody walks up to the net and you don't touch hands, you don't hug, you don't nothing. You tap paddles.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Carol liked the activity of Muna so much. She wants to now come to Belize.
Yeah, she
have the
can get
Muna
that
mule
drink out of her head like the Moscow mule. It was beautiful. They had rosemary and they had burned the rosemary, so it was just kind of singeing and simmering, a little bit of smoke coming out of it, in that great big glass bowl with ice in it. So you could smell the rosemary, and then they had some rosemary in the glass and some cut up limes in the glass. It was delicious, and it wasn't sugary sweet either. It was very refreshing. So I'd go back and get that again.
We can.
But that was fun. It's funny what you pick up, learning new things from being around. And anywhere you go, especially if you go on a regular basis, you always go back to your favorite spots, and you probably always get your same favorite meal because it's your go-to and you always know it's going to be good. But we're being introduced to a number of different things. So that is pickleball. So now you know what that looks like, what it's all about. And it's not difficult, but then it is difficult. And the key to the game, which I have not perfected yet, is dinking.
Dinking. We got the drinking. We just don't have the dinking.
We got to get the dinking down. If you can dink it into the kitchen and people are back on the court, or if you can get up in time to just get back over. And then once you get up to the kitchen,
you can't go in it.
Well, yeah, you're so panicked about going in it that you're trying to reach over. But it's fun.
It's fun.
We're going to get good.
The other activity I don't really show you is picking up the plastic off the beach every day.
I should go out there and take some video of you doing that. Yeah, but that's good exercise and certainly doing something good for the beaches.
Environment.
Yeah. We were lazy.
What?
We did all this other stuff, but St. Patrick's Day came around and we didn't leave the cabana. And I had my little earrings on, but
I'm Irish enough, so
I didn't even bring any green except the green earrings
I don't think
and a little green necklace.
I don't think I have anything green.
No, it's so funny. But I thought because a friend of mine, an old colleague from QBC days, sent me a picture on St. Patrick's Day of when we had traveled to Ireland together.
Oh.
So I have a little blast from the past to show you.
Mhm.
Isn't that silly?
Yeah.
And that's Claire in the middle. She's the girl that I traveled to Ireland with. And I'm looking at the outfit going, oh my gosh, what were we thinking? Actually, yes, supposedly, Marianne, we were. Karen. Thank you. It was fun. That one particular set was fun. We overheard somebody talking about William and Kate being in Belize,
that's right. Yeah.
That was what somebody was just asking.
Yeah. We did hear somebody talking about
Yeah. So, yeah, we get it, Laura. Exactly. So that was my one contribution.
It was when we were at Serenian Bay. We were sitting at the bar in Serenian Bay by the pool.
And we heard somebody talking about it.
Yeah,
and then another guy said, oh, I'd like to go get a picture of William. And the guy behind the bar, the bartender, said, you need to stop talking about it. I'm sure it's supposed to be very private. Now you're going to get all these people around the bar flocking to where, I don't even know where it was. I wasn't paying that close attention, but I did overhear, and I don't know what they were doing here. You probably know more than we do about that. But yes,
no clue.
That's exactly where they were. So
I'm not what you'd call an Anglophile.
No, you're not. I have to do all of the research on all of the crown things. So you want to talk about a little 2-minute segment that you'd like to explain to everybody what you're doing these days?
Yes, it's actually a 2-minute, maybe 50 seconds. So
who's counting?
As you know, we have moved some of our content, whether it's you're doing your videos for fitness, me doing videos for gemstones. We moved a lot of that to Rumble.
Which is another app, a free app that you can download just like you do YouTube.
I also have started
the
Common Sense Curmudgeon, Get Off My Lawn on Rumble as well. It's not for everyone. That's my disclaimer.
Okay.
And I am always picking up something that I just like to think and explain things. So this week's episode is about all of the climate alarmists. And as I said, I'm 62 years old.
Yes.
And for about 30 years, I've been hearing there's only 12 years left
of the Earth, of the Earth's existence,
unless we get rid of all the fossil fuels.
Okay.
So if this is gonna offend you, don't watch this. But this is a little snippet, and then I'll explain.
Now you're going to offend them, but they're so curious that they have to watch it.
You have to. It's like a
badly
burning
will he
building. You
offend
have
us?
to watch.
I know. Okay,
Right.
so here's a little entertainment for you. I'll make sure I mute us so that you don't get the feedback. Okay, here we go.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back into the Common Sense Curmudgeon. That is me, and this is my Rumble channel, which is Get Off My Lawn. The subject matter is going to be all of the climate Nazis out there, or maybe I should say climate zealots. For roughly half of my life, at least 30 years, these climate zealots have been talking about how if we don't do something about fossil fuels right now, and if we don't change, the planet will be gone in 12 years. Depends on where the oil comes from as to whether it hurts the environment or not. There must be something better about the oil that comes from Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, Mexico, Russia, because we don't care that we're importing it from them to survive. But if we use our own oil, that's got to be really, really bad. Where does electricity come from? Now, this is as of 2020. Okay, number one, natural gas. Oh my God, he said the G word. Yes, natural gas accounts for 40% of the electrical grid in the United States of America. That's almost half. Okay? What's the next biggest fuel used so electric plants can work and give us electricity? Coal. Oh my God, he said the C word. Coal accounts for another 19%. First of all, full disclosure, I do have a Tesla on order. I do believe in the environment, solar panels, electric cars, the whole bit. But for those that say, well, lovey, I do have a Tesla, and I am not going to use any fossil fuels from the pump in order to get around in my Tesla. People who are the biggest climate zealots are doing more damage to the environment in their private jet travel. Yeah, I think if I hear another person on the left or the liberal media saying, trust the science, I think I'm going to lose my mind. There's a wonderful clip. If you've ever seen the movie called The Princess Bride, I'll try and get the clip, but if I can't do it, I'll do my own version of it.
Got very good arms.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable. You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
You keep saying that word. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
I was wondering if people would be able to hear because it was a very quick clip,
Oh, right.
but
Like,
that was from The Princess Bride.
We don't know if it gets muted or
Yeah,
not.
I know. Well, probably live it won't, but maybe if you watch this in a replay back, it might. We're just not sure.
But anyway, the full episode's not available yet.
There are a lot of people who are. Jane wanted to know how she could watch it.
Oh, okay.
She's
So
still not familiar
if you
with
go to rumble.com.
If you're on your laptop or computer, do it that way. But if you're on your phone, then just go to the app and type in Rumble, RUMBLE, and you'll see it, and you can download it for free.
Now I have 2 channels on there.
Yeah.
So if you put in Paul DC Gemstones or Colored Gemstone Academy,
We'll still find it.
that will be one.
Okay, one of the channels.
One of the channels. The other channel, you can either put in Get Off My Lawn or the Common Sense Curmudgeon, and it'll come up.
Okay.
And I explained, I know that was the longest promo we ever did, but the lesson's about 20 minutes. So I explain all of those things, including like, no, there's no magical better gas that's going to be better for the environment unless you're getting it from Texas or Louisiana. It actually is healthier gas, but no, we're getting it from other sources.
We had a big discussion last night with our new friends Glenn and Linda that we were telling you about, all about, because they live in, I think they live in Minnesota, don't they? When they're not in Belize. So they were talking about, the pipeline and the trucks and the trains, and it's fascinating. Nothing else, it makes for a great debate.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how you can.
So then you can.
That's how you can get it.
You don't have to do anything, but you can watch
Thanks,
it. Right?
Leslie.
I think if you subscribe, you can make comments. I think that's the way it works.
Oh, okay. But you don't have to have your own channel.
No, I don't
to
think
do
so.
it. Okay.
I don't think so. I think it's free to watch and do what you want to do.
Share, and you can share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe me, I welcome opposing opinions.
That's one of the reasons that you like the app.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can get them on it.
They don't cancel anybody, no matter what your point of view is. So.
One person that I saw come through asked where you could get our jewelry.
Mhm.
And I kind of overdid it today. But I love these. And you know why I love them? Because I don't travel with my expensive jewelry. I just have gotten to where I've lost too many things and admittedly, cried my eyes out over it. But since these aren't real expensive, it just still gives me an opportunity to have some jewelry with me. These are on the Judy Kroll style jewelry page, which I didn't put up here this time, but what I can do is add it to the comments after the show.
Love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of other things.
Yes. Are you thinking of the one that's coming up, or are you thinking of the what's the big deal?
Let's think about the fitness first.
Oh, okay.
And then what's the big deal?
Okay. Fitness first. I love it. This is really cute too, because I mentioned earlier in today's show that I have shot a new video and it's coming out Tuesday morning. Unless I'm able to bump it up and have it come out tomorrow, I'm not sure. Monday motivation or Tuesday tone up, whichever way you look at it, there's a new one coming out. And so when I was editing it, I had the sound up and I had the music going. Paul came over my shoulder and took a look. He said, "This is what you're meant to be doing. You have found what you're meant to be doing."
Yeah, she's amazing.
So I'll show you a little bit of it now. It's actually not much of the workout, to be honest with you, but it's a longer workout and you'll see here why. Okay, I'll mute us again so that you can hear it. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Turn them this way. Pump it up to the ceiling. Up and up and up. A little more tricep work. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down to the floor. Roll it up. And set those weights off to the side. Your arm workout is done. Bring one arm across the chest. Hold onto your shoulder. Give it a slight pull. Arm up and over. Grab onto that elbow. And look down under that arm. Good. Other side, arm across the chest. Now, the arm workout is complete, but if you want to stick around and work on the lower half a little bit, still have the hips, the thighs, and the abs to do. Look under that arm. And up. And down. So there you go. A little snippet of what's coming out this week.
How ridiculous, right? I mean, how good does Judy look?
I try.
Seriously.
I try. It's not easier. Obviously, as you get older, but I'm not giving up.
No, it's amazing what you do, and you're helping a lot of people.
Yeah, well, that was why I wanted to mention Michelle, because earlier in the show you saw Michelle C's name come through, and she's done so well, and she feels better. She's sleeping better, more energy. It's just so nice that it's kind of this. I'm not crazy about the word tribe, but it's a group of fitness fans who are all supporting and helping each other, and I love being a part of that. So. Yeah, so that's coming out soon. So I was happy to finally get another one underway. And I plan to do one more while we're here, because I think we have another 7 or 10 days left. Yeah. So, and it's a good little space. I mean, I do push everything out of the way.
I don't like that we're getting to the end of the time here.
I know. And you're having a good time. I said, can't we stay another month?
Oh, we might, because our house is still not going to be ready.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy times we're in. Oh, Mariana. Yes, it's not 30 minutes, although maybe I'll get to a point where I can do a 30-minute one. This one is 18. It's 18 minutes. And I was sweating at the end of that video for sure. I even had, I look back, well, this is remember last weekend I was telling you about the previous video that I'd done the week before, and I said I had to do it 3 times. Even this one, I had to do 2 times. So yeah, this one was 18 minutes 2 times, not 10 minutes or 8 minutes 3 times.
She did it twice.
Yeah. Which you didn't know, of course, until you got back. I shoo him out when I do these things, because I get a little bit over the top. There's just so much to think about. Not just the music and the setup and the technology, lights and audio. And audio is a big thing that seems to mess with me. That's always what goes wrong when I look back. And I'm so excited I'm done. I say goodbye, and then I go back over to the computer and I have to do it again. Actually, in this case, when the other one, I thought the first one was the best. And this one, I said, I think the second one was actually better. So
None of them are bad.
I'm not crying.
Let's face it.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you can do it. I would be sweating after 8. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. Just go get yourself some 2-pound weights. It's all I require in this video. I don't use a fitness ball or fitness bands.
And you know what? Stick with it. Even if the first time is 18 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good
You know what I
one. Yep. I love it. Sean, one of our other followers, said, I know, Judy, I think you should have Paul do one of the videos with you. You can teach him what you're doing.
I probably wouldn't make it through.
One of the other girls who teaches in St. Pete, where we were, every weekend, her boyfriend is very active. And he teaches her how to play tennis on Sundays. And she gives him the equivalent of an hour bar class on Saturdays. So she said he's getting more flexible, but it's much tougher for guys to do these exercises than it is for women. I hear from men once in a while. There's a guy named Phil who writes comments. And Michelle said, I'm really enjoying the workouts. What can I do to help you? And I said, make comments. If you do the videos, be sure to like the video, make comments below, because that's motivating for me. And I love knowing that you're out there.
You know,
and share them too.
Yes, I just figured this out. I could actually share
yes.
your content.
Yes, you can.
On YouTube or any of the platforms.
One of the women who wrote, she said, I'm just loving these. They get better and better. And I said, that's great. You know, this would be wonderful if you shared it. She wrote back, I already have. My sister and I love you. Oh, okay. Touche. So anyway.
Hey, we're still learning.
Yeah, exactly.
All this stuff.
Exactly. All the technology. Yeah, we're like the guy who was on the pickleball court. Just a couple of old geezers.
And a future Signs of All Kinds. We found a very funny one about pickleball.
Oh, yeah. We'll share that with you next weekend. And also make sure that you put April 1st on your calendar.
Judy's birthday.
Yes, the start of the month of Judy. No, I'm kidding. But it is my birthday, no fooling. But it's also the first Friday of April. So we're going to keep our brand new tradition of what's the big deal going on the first Friday of the month, first Fridays.
Can I say what it is?
No.
Okay.
Because there are not a lot of them.
Okay.
Of course, it's not available yet anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it for the best price until April 1st.
Oh, so you should you say what it is? I almost wore them. I'll give you a hint. They're jewelry this time, not tuck-it socks.
I'll give you a hint. It's Larimar.
Well, so now you have to watch.
It will sell out.
And it'll be Friday at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. And we'll let it go through the weekend, but I have a feeling it won't go through that night.
And anyone who's
Especially
ever been on a
price.
cruise ship, anyone who's ever been to the Dominican Republic, they know what Larimar is, and it's usually very, very expensive. This is not going to last.
Yeah, we're going to be
That's why
sorry
it's
that
the
we didn't
big
have
deal.
thousands of
Yes.
them to go around. But that is our show today.
Mhm.
And in honor of this being Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers' birthday, he was born on March 20, 19, was it 28?
20 something, yeah, 24.
24, 28. Today would have been his birthday. And he passed away very young. I think
70s?
he was only, 76 or something crazy. But they talked about all the awards that he won and all the influence that he had and all the wonderful things that he did for kids and the way he broached so many different subjects that were difficult to talk about.
He
with
was a
kids.
Pittsburgher.
Oh, was he?
That's where he was from.
Mr. Rogers.
He started locally and then it eventually went national.
Wow. Well, his is our little motivational wise word at the very end. So on that note,
Yes.
we will say goodbye.
Thanks again for watching.
Absolutely.
And share this if you can.
And we'll see you next.